Well, it's day 2 of the Suffolk teardown, and as you can see, the crank is out. But like the mug I am, I didn't think of marking the timing, so I'm not sure if there's any timing marks on the crank. So I'll have to have a look at that in a little while. And if there isn't, it's going to make setting the timing a little bit interesting. I still can't think for the life of me of how the cam comes out. The piston is still in there, but the force of beating on the piston was just too much for the little connecting rod, which is snapped at the little end. Yeah, so I've put a post out for another connecting rod, and I think I've tracked one down, so I'll check that in a little while, see what's going on. Yeah, but now we just got to get that piston out once and for all, have done with it, and then we can start cleaning stuff up. I don't think I'm ever going to get the cam out. I don't know how they come out. Really strange. How do people get them out? Can't see any way that that possibly comes out. Ridiculous. And I wanted to get it out because I wanted to get to the blooming lifters. Oh well. So we're going to clean it up and beat on that piston some more. Hopefully we're not going to snap the piston out or something. But yeah, oh well, it's worth a shot. Well, we've made yet more progress with the Suffolk. The piston is finally out. So yeah, that's pretty good. Not too shabby. So here it is. Got it sitting in some Coca-Cola. And the problem I've got now is the piston rings are seized. They're stuck to the blooming piston, so that's not so good. I tried to get the oil control ring off, and yeah, that's what's left of it. So I've still got the other one off of the old Suffolk that I put some new rings in, so this engine can have that oil control ring. Really, I just want to get her running. I don't really give two tosses if it smokes, because it will be quite an achievement to get a seized engine running. So yeah, we're thinking of taking the valves out now. They have to come out, they have to be lapped really, because they're pretty manky, and the chest has got to be all cleaned out, so I really need them out of there. One problem I have got now is how on earth do you get the cam out of these engines? I'm thinking something along the lines that these just tap clean out. I'm guessing, because the cover goes over there, so I'm going to try just a bolt and tapping it that way, and I'm guessing the shaft just slides out from the cog and from the gear in there and the two lobes. That's all I can think of, to be honest. I haven't got the foggiest idea what else happens, so I'm just going to try that now, and if not, then I'll ask for some help and see what some people think that have taken these apart like this before. I haven't ever taken one this far apart before, so yeah. The head gasket is looking a little bit manky now after bashing it, and so I'm thinking that's going to have to probably be, well, I've just ripped it as well, so yeah, it's got to be replaced now. Oh bloody hell, Daniel. The inside of the board doesn't look too shabby. There's a little bit of rust on it and crap. Yeah. My main worry now is replacing this connecting rod. You can see it's badly scored up anyway, and the crank is quite badly scored, but it should run with the crank still. I've got the I took the pin out of the piston, so this is the top of the connecting rod. Now I've got nuts and bolts from this engine everywhere. Hope I can remember where they all go to put it back together. Then again, a Suffolk engine isn't rocket science, unless you're trying to take the cam out, because I've got no idea. So yeah. A little bit of a trick to get the rust off the bore. I just used some wet and dry sandpaper to get rid of most of it, but there were some pretty stubborn bits, so I used some more coarse sandpaper and just lightly rubbed it off, and I haven't done any damage to the bore, and I've got rid of the ridge of rust, so there's no more rust there, so the piston was able to come out. But yeah, it's interesting to see the stuck rings, because obviously this is why the Ford's in the 83W, if you remember it, the engine that we unseized and got running, has got such low compression in cylinder 3, because the piston rings are stuck to the piston and aren't exactly doing very much. So yeah, that's why it also smokes. So that's something that we've got to sort out in the future as well. Maybe have that out again. But yeah, we're just going to clean a few bits up now. I might even start painting a few bits. Who knows? Right, well, that'll do for now.